I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ryan, and this is Retrobit Unplugged. Tyler,
What's good?
congratulations.
I didn't do anything.
Congratulations.
I didn't do anything.
You did do something. I want to acknowledge something today before we get into our
Verlander's
episode.
first win?
Oh, I forgot about that. I saw that today, though. But no, I'd like to congratulate you, Mr. Deputy Commissioner, of finally winning your very first CFL championship.
Thank you. I'm here to officially announce I'm a retirement from the CFL.
Yeah, you're not allowed to retire.
I know I'm not.
Once,
But when I can, I still won't. I probably will just be there.
hey, but you know what? You have the same number of championships as I do.
Yeah, that thing is annoying as hell trying to win.
It is hard to win.
It's annoying as hell.
It is hard to win, but I just want to give you a shout out. And you didn't just like win on some crazy technicalities. You like just
I couldn't. I legitimately couldn't.
You had to steamroll everybody.
I had every tiebreaker against me the whole way through. I had no choice but to beat everyone.
You were screwed. You were screwed if you went to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, but that's been the story of my life for the last 4 seasons now. So.
And you ripped off that proverbial monkey off your back, and you finally hoisted.
You know, now with no pressure on me to win one anymore, I may win 2 more for all I know with no pressure.
Hey, calm down, North Florida.
Hey, listen. If this is the start of a run, it's the start of a run, all right?
It is the start of a run. I love in our league, though, I do, but I don't because I've been a victim of this. If you lose, like, 2 in a row, you're, like, destined to lose a third one in a row.
It's bound to happen.
Yeah, so I've done it.
I made 3.
You made 3.
And lost all 3.
Ole
Miss just lost 3.
Oh, no, Ole Miss lost 2.
Oh, he's on 2. So
he's on 2.
He's losing next year.
Yeah, he's going to lose again before he even gets close to winning. Yeah. So,
but I think I'm finally hitting my glide. RBM, I'm now 3rd game was today. It was not great, but I got my college title. I should finish first in USRL. So everything.
Nice. Yeah, I'm coming back for that RBM title.
Oh well. See, for me it's easy. I'm in the north, so it's like it's a freebie.
But I'm in the west.
Exactly, you're in the west, which is like the second worst there.
AFC West.
Yeah, I'm in AFC North. If you average 35, you're guaranteed to win your division.
Yeah, I'm averaging like 60 something, almost 70 points a game.
Yeah. Oh wow, Jesus Christ. Good God, I was about to say I think my only comp in the division is Cleveland. But even
Cincinnati.
Nah, I beat them.
Did you? Okay.
Baltimore sometimes.
Well, you and I play tomorrow, and I have a feeling
Cleveland. Cincinnati, to me, it's like a trap game.
It's a trap game.
I overlook him so many times,
and
then he gets me. But what can I do? It's the AFC.
I have a feeling tomorrow's game between you and I, though. So
I haven't played yet.
Yeah, that's fine. So we're recording this on the 23rd, and we play the 24th against each other. Yeah, I have a feeling that you and I are going. It will determine the 1 seed.
Frick. I just did a live look of who my game is tomorrow. I'm facing a 5-star offense and a 3-star 3.5-star defense.
Well, remember,
I'm in for a treat tomorrow.
It was one of my worst games.
So. Yep, I just had my worst today so far with 27. So
I had one of those, but that was not tomorrow's game.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, this is not a retrobit episode. That's for in the future. What are we talking about today, good sir?
Okay, so we're going to hop in the DeLorean.
Yay!
And we're gonna go back in time.
How far back in time, man?
Well, we got to go to the 1900s.
Too far.
No, we're gonna go real far. So we are gonna
the dinosaurs are still around.
The what?
I think the dinosaurs are still around.
Wow, it's brutal. So we're gonna take a trip all the way back into the 60s.
Why? This is a video game podcast. There's no video games
is
in the 60s.
But we are going to go to like the great grandfather of what started the home video game consoles. No, but we can always do an episode on the pet rock later down the road.
Just saying.
So, no,
60s.
we're going to go to the 60s.
They were video games in the 60s?
Very early on. So, we're going to discuss that today, Tyler. And what we are going to talk about is the backstory of the one and only Magnavox Odyssey.
I've never heard of this thing in my goddamn life.
So this thing that we're gonna give a backstory, and I got some notes in front of you so that way you can
see
read along. So the Magnavox Odyssey is what has been deemed as the very first video game console that you could play at home. There was attempts
like before the Atari.
Atari wasn't even around yet. So this is the original.
Okay.
So
this is the starter.
Yeah. So you had some computers, but they were the size of regional buses. But this idea was, how do we play a game in your house?
Were even arcades around at this point?
They were not. So this is before even this is before arcades. I'd have to.
I think we're in a war at this point.
The 60s. We don't talk about that one. That one was a little controversial.
Oh, is it? Can I say the name of the war? Okay, I thought so.
So, but the story really begins with a Mr. Ralph Baer.
Okay? Yes.
He was a German American engineer working on a leading defense contractor. Okay. So we're going to take it back. We're going to speed forward a little bit to 1966. So I'm going to skip the beginning part. August of 66. Okay. Mr. Ralph comes up with this idea. Okay. What can we do to make TVs interactive? So mind you, I don't know. I might have to Google this live, but like color TV is just now being thought of and stuff like that. I think color TV.
What you were talking about?
1966.
All right, please continue doing this.
He continues to look at it and like, how can we have this idea of interactive TV, like a game that people can play, right?
So okay, I'm gonna cut you off really quickly.
Okay.
1966 is in fact the very first year all TVs started the transition to color.
Transition
to color.
Think about that. We have the ability to watch like 4K on a little handheld device.
Yeah, that's where we're at now. This thing in my hand right here can watch video up to 4K.
Right. So Mr. Ralph says, I want a game box. Okay. Not to be confused with the today's Xbox.
With the Xbox or the Game Boy.
But basically,
Game Boy. I'll put to the end, but.
Ooh, I did see that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll wait though. We'll come back to it.
So he wanted this game box to be able to just be a viewing experience into an active, engaging one. So what he did is he, started drawing some shit out and started writing things, and literally finally he was like, you know what? I can make the game box myself for only about $25, which is probably, I don't know what it comes up to. But
we'll do live conversions.
Probably I'm gonna guess like $75 in today's money. So, but coined the term channel LP, which was short for channel Let's Play. Okay, what is $75 in today's money, Tyler?
75 or 25?
I'm sorry, 25.
25 and 66?
Yeah.
That would be $248.
That's a lot of money back then. Or back. So
yeah, that's an average inflation rate of 3.97% per year. So yeah, that's a lot of money. But anyways.
Well, anyway, so he designs this, right? He wants something that can play. So with that, yeah, he wants to be able to play. So at the time, he asked his director, Mr. Herbert Chapman. Okay.
I think it's Campman.
Oh, I'm sorry, Campman. I misread that. Herbert Campman. I was putting that H in every spot I could. His director actually gave him a budget of $2,000 in labor and $500 in materials to.
I don't even want to Google how much 2000 is back then.
No, we're good.
If 25 is 250, 2000 is probably a couple
Well,
tens of
it
thousands,
probably is.
hundreds of thousands, but whatever.
So he's like, bam, I want to make this game, right? I want to be able to play something on the TV, but we're
Individual game, like a single game, or
well, he doesn't know. He wants to be able to play games.
I just didn't know if so far we talked about if the idea is for a box of multiple or a box of a single. It didn't say yet.
At the beginning, he just wanted to be able to make something. Okay,
Like something.
Okay?
Something interactive.
So he ended up getting the Bill brothers. I don't know if they're brothers, but I'm gonna call them the Bill brothers because one's Bill Harrison, one's Bill Rush.
The Bills.
And they Bullet Bills. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I like that.
They developed the prototypes, and their design process had some key points. Okay.
The TV game unit number one.
Number one. So the very first prototype.
1967, people.
And Tyler, how much could it do? Okay. Could it play Grand Theft Auto?
I doubt it.
Okay. What could it do?
Let's see. I lost where we were at. Hold on.
The first prototype.
I lost it.
Okay.
Wait, I got it.
Right.
This is live, people. It had the ability to enable the display of a third console controlled spot on the screen, right? That's what it is.
Nope. First prototype was one controllable dot.
What?
One controllable dot.
Are you sabotaging my notes here? I don't have that.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm blind as you're that.
It's okay.
Yes,
it's okay.
That's the next segment.
So one controllable dot.
I'll quit this segment. You can continue it.
So now he gets one done, but later on that year, okay, he does what with a third spot?
Enables the display of a third dot.
There we go.
I win.
So there was a breakthrough. So now the console controlled spot on the screen, in addition to two player control ones.
This text is so small. That's why I got
it's
confused.
So small. So
there we go.
It created an interactive game. Ping pong. Table tennis.
Pong?
No. Not to be confused with Pong. This is before.
Oh, this is separate?
This is way before Pong. So this little ball, or these dots, they were square dots, would just go poo, poo, poo. And there was just a solid line all the way on the screen. So it is early stages of Pong, but it was real, like, just real basic. But here's the kicker.
So it's Pong, but it's not.
There was no joystick. You had two little turns that would move them, so you could move them in a couple, like two directions. It almost looked like, imagine if you had a string and you were yanking it certain ways.
Sounds like hell.
Well, you gotta think, okay? There was no analog controllers back then. Well, so, but by by the end of 1967, okay, they had a more advanced prototype that was capable of playing games, not just ping pong, but they were able to make a chase game and a light gun game. So think about light gun game, like the Duck Hunt. Okay. So that is what they developed. Now, the early development, Tyler, why don't you tell people what the early development was?
Brother, you cannot do that to me. I don't know where we're at. There's no line for me. How am I supposed to know? What did you zoom in on? Oh, right there.
So the early development was named
Christ. You cannot do that to me. You cannot put me onto a spot like that. Like, hey, just take over.
We are.
I'm gonna make sure it's the right spot. January 69, correct? Yep. I need soda. The final prototype was capable of playing 12 games.
Okay, and this was called the
Brown Box.
So we've upgraded from the game box.
Yeah, they actually have an actual name for it now.
Brown Box.
The Brown Box. Completed in 1969 with 12 games, including versions of ping pong, checkers, various sports game, and a light gun shooting game. Its name was because obviously it was made from a wood grain vinyl adhesive covering
Uh-huh.
designed to blend in a typical living room decor.
So
all houses are just old and
they're old
with wood and.
But because here's the thing is back then, if you bought something that stood out, people didn't want it.
Wow, they were basic, huh?
They were basic. Wood paneling, wood furniture, wood TV stand. That's why a lot of old TVs, the old CRTVs, are in that big wooden it's just a big wooden like casing.
So the goal was to make everything just look boring.
Yes, but it's the 60s. Okay, look, we did put a man on the moon. So, oh, here we go.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
So, he is.
Sounds like this is very successful so far.
It is.
All
It is.
testing.
It is. Here's the thing, though. Mr. Bear was not great at marketing. Okay. So they tried to do they tried to get some licensing 60 even in 68 they were trying to, but there were so many financial issues from potential partners that it ended up not working out. But in 1971, when a specific company, now Tyler, 71, this company, Magnavox, have you heard of them before?
Never in my life.
They used to make VCRs.
I know what a VCR
They
is.
used to make TVs. Okay. They were a very big electronics company. But Tyler, what makes Magnavox so special on this? Do you know?
Is it because they agreed to license?
They did.
The brown box.
They did. What else happened?
They refined it so that it was able to be used for mass production. So like it was able to actually now be sold and put on shelves, I assume.
So it wasn't just a cardboard box anymore with some vinyl on it?
No, I guess they really was like, yeah, this is not gonna cut it, man. Oh, right there. If I kept reading what I said, they streamlined the game selection process by replacing the brown box's complex array of switches with a more user-friendly plug-in game cards.
Yeah.
So kind of more like the cartridges.
Cartridges, yeah. So in the past, something that I was reading when I was doing my research on this is you had this like almost like a plate, and the switches would tell the console what to do in this little plate.
You had to flip switches to tell it what to do.
It would do it on its own, but it was it wasn't appealing.
I was gonna be like it's annoying.
You
have to like enter Morse code.
No.
Which game we want into.
So the cartridge. So we've gone from this rudimentary brown box
with
switches to cartridges.
Which, by the way, because of this, and because now they're going to production, this led to the brown box getting a new name.
Ooh, I hope it was Mario Kart.
It's not. We're still loyally for that. They called it the Odyssey, and they renamed that in the early of 1972.
Okay.
Now the Odyssey is here.
Wow. So we have gone just kind of. So it took 6 years.
And me struggling to read my research.
It's fine. So it took 6 years to go from, and we're not done yet.
Oh, we're not done reading?
We went from 6 years. Okay. It was released in 1892.
Yeah, this is a great
1972. Okay. And in the it was in production. In the US, it was released in September of 72. So just immediately to stores. In 1972, the cost of this console was a big fat Benjamin bill.
Okay. $99.95. Why are we ending it at a 5? I don't know, but
it was a sales tactic back then. Okay.
Wait, kind of like how now everything's 99.
Yeah, it was a sales tactic back then. 99 people would round up, 95 they wouldn't. I don't know psychology.
You know what? We're not a finance show, anyways.
But in today's money, what does a PS5 cost today?
You want now or when it came out?
No, now.
Now?
Well, brand new.
A brand new PS5.
Yeah.
With the disc port now, probably it's about $400-$500. If you get the digital one, it's probably 350, 400.
$99.95 in today's money would be between $700 and $750.
That's about how much it was when they first came out.
I don't think that's what PlayStation had them for, was it? Or was that what people were marking
That's
them
what
up?
I'm marking on them for.
Oh yeah.
But like I honestly think that was the only way to get them.
So basically, what back then would have been like investing in
It's like buying a TV.
buying a TV, an iPhone, a base iPhone, stuff
It's,
like
it's
that.
like buying a TV, but it's just a console.
So here's the kicker. Okay. No sound.
Well, then I'm not spending my money on it. What the
No
point of
sound.
this is?
It was all visual. You had to use your imagination. So in the
Dude, if I have to use my imagination to play a game like Rainbow Six, I'm never leaving bronze.
so imagine you're just sitting there and I'm guessing people would start playing and then go put their record player on. Okay.
I mean, that's kind of what I do now.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I don't have a record player, but I mean, like when I'm playing MLB The Show, I don't ever use the sound. I just put my music on and then listen to that. But I play it so much, I just know the sound in my head.
But now, even better. Tyler, tell me the graphics on the Magnavox Odyssey.
So the graphics or something here is called monochrome graphics. No idea what that is, but basically what this is saying is the Odyssey could only display white shapes, 3 dots, and a vertical line against a black background.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds like the worst waste of money I've ever heard in my entire life.
But this is
I'll just wait for the Atari to come out.
But here's the thing. This is the first.
I mean, obviously, yeah. I can't. I'm just making jokes.
No.
When you're the first, nothing's gonna be perfect.
It was revolutionizing what is going to end up being a multi-trillion-dollar industry in the future, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you have to start somewhere on this,
right? So here's the kicker. Okay, there was some unique features and marketing challenges. Okay?
This is probably the greatest thing I've ever heard of in my entire
Which
life.
one?
If it's the first one, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
With the screen?
The screen overlays.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. So, because of the graphics, this console is a console. Is that what we call it?
It's a console.
Console. Because the graphics of the Odyssey were very, very, very basic. To provide visual context and simulate colors and backgrounds that the console couldn't do, what the Odyssey would allow you to do, I don't know, did it say you
have to tape it?
Oh, but like you have to buy them separately or they come with the console? It doesn't say that, but basically you would have
these... Oh, no, it came with.
Okay, good. Basically, it would come with these translucent plastic overlays, kind of just like a plastic sheet that you would tape on your TV depending on the game that you are playing, and that would be your background for that game. So, example here. So, if you were playing its tennis game or its football game, the plastic overlay would just be a tennis court or football field, or if it was the haunted house game, the background is the background of a haunted house. This is I'm telling you, Atari can't come sooner.
Here's the thing. Here's why that's a big deal. So back in the day, okay, the very, very first color TVs had the same technology. So they said, we'll just put graphics on that.
I can't.
Yep.
I don't know, maybe that's because of how I grew up, but that just sounds like... But I mean, like, that's kind of... I guess back then that'd be like, oh my goodness, look at this.
It was amazing. I'm playing
That's like
football.
That's like when for WB12, when they added the physics that when you do the slams, the ropes are removed. I remember telling Mom, I need this game. The ropes move when you do moves now. That was like it's the most minor thing ever. But when it came out, I was like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I guess very minor things were.
So, that's what they had.
I mean,
you know,
you gotta make do.
can you imagine playing COD and having to put translucent screens for color?
Hold on, guys. I'll get you your res. I just gotta tape up my new background first.
So here's one of the big key things that I do want to cover. So
cover it. I look up this next thing for it.
we covered something in the previous section. It was called the light gun. Okay,
that's what I'm looking up.
Yeah,
I'm looking something up.
Okay, but here's the kicker. Okay,
I need this.
Guess who designed it?
Oh, I read the note. It's Nintendo.
Nintendo designed this. Okay.
Wow. Oh my, that's the Odyssey right there.
They hadn't even made video games yet, dude. They're still making toys. Okay.
I'm gonna show you something.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, I need that gun.
Yeah.
I need this.
Yeah.
See, in my mind, I'm thinking
it's the duck hunt.
It's the duck hunt.
Nope.
This is not this people. This is not the duck hunt gun.
So Nintendo's in the picture now. Okay. I just want to make that timestamp. Okay.
Would this be the first appearance of a Nintendo in the video game world,
yes.
technically speaking?
Yes, it would be.
Dude, they just made a.
Yep.
It's a lever rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Of just a full scale lever action rifle, and when they say this thing is a brown box, they were not kidding.
So,
anyways,
as great as this was, it had there was a huge flaw. Okay.
Well, wasn't one of them, like you said, like the guy wasn't great with the marketing and stuff like that?
He wasn't, and Magnavox fumbled it hard.
Oh Jesus.
Hard. Okay. Their salespeople said that the console would only work on Magnavox televisions.
Well, that's not good.
It was very false. It could connect to any standard television, but because of that,
it was a sales tactic for him.
It was. So it ended up only selling 350,000 units. 69,000 came in that first, few months, that first 3-4 months, but it never really it just never took off. And
I can see why.
Yeah, if you thought, I can only play this, what if I told you can only play your PlayStation on a Sony TV?
I did a Sony TV.
But there's a lot of people that be like, never mind.
I know, but no, I get that because then it turns to because I'll think of like this from this perspective, someone in the 60s. If you would have told, you need this certain TV to play our console, then you would go, I have to drop this $100 on this console, and also turn around and spend X amount of dollars on a TV just to play it.
Yeah.
Which, if $100 is $700 back then, TV is probably $200. You're basically spent in today's money close to over $1,000 for a console and a TV.
Probably close to $2,000.
Probably.
So
that's less than what I have for 2 monitors in my console out there.
Mm-hmm. So that was a fumble. It was bad, but despite that, okay, it paved the way. So Mr. Ralph Baer created the video game console world. There's the home console world. Okay. Despite that, that fumble, it led to a direct link to the game you mentioned at the beginning of this episode.
Pong.
Exactly. So Mr. Nolan Bushnell, if I'm mispronouncing these names, I'm sure the chat, the comments will let me know. He was working at a place and ended up co-founding what we would know as one of the biggest gaming competitors in the market, Atari. Okay. He saw what was called the table tennis, and it heavily influenced his arcade game Pong the next year.
I've played Pong.
Pong is probably the first, and we'll probably do an episode on Atari, but Pong is probably hands down the first mass marketed video game that really worked well.
Yeah, I mean,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
so now it will say, I will say, Nolan Bushnell, he got some lawsuits because Pong looked pretty similar to the Magnavox games. Ended up having, it got settled out and whatnot. But what's really notable about that lawsuit, the money is one thing,
That
but
money,
here's the thing: is a
that
judge
money.
notably referred to Baer's patent as the pioneering patent of the video game art, which solidified his legacy.
So there you go. A judge ruled. Yep,
Yep.
this is the creator of the home console games right here.
I really like how this sentence. While the Magnavox Odyssey was not a runaway commercial juggernaut, its historical significance is immense. It undeniably opened the door for the entire home video game console industry. It just it somebody said, I want to play games on that freaking tube in my living room. How do I do it? And when most people think of the very first video game console,
You would have thought Atari, because that's big as I did.
Atari. Okay. Atari obviously still around. They make games. They're not,
Are they still?
they're still around. They don't do the biggest. They're not the video game console anymore. They don't lead that war. They're not even in the war. But the Magnavox Odyssey was like, I'm trying to think of something. It's like sliced bread, right? We didn't have sliced bread before. Now we have sliced bread, and now you don't have to cut bread and have mismatched shaped sandwiches. The Magnavox Odyssey created the home video game console. It it pioneered. It established what is now, I would guess, trillions of dollars every year, about half of Mr. Beast's YouTube budget. And Ralph Baer is the father of the home video game console. And that's why you're addicted to MLB The Show now,
Yeah.
because of Mr. Ralph Baer. So if anybody wants to put any blame on any video games that's bad, you can thank Mr. Baer for creating the console. No, I'm kidding.
No, I blame San Diego.
That's a city. But
Please fix the check swing glitch. I am begging.
That's it. That's the story. I think they did try eventually to make a second console. Really,
They did. I did some research. I was looking.
Really didn't take off.
The Odyssey 2.
Yeah, it didn't take off, but it.
1978.
That's the history.
It lasted 6 years.
Okay. Well,
they sold 2 million units.
So it did better than the first one.
They actually partnered with Philips.
Okay.
Wait. Yes, I correct. Yeah, that's correct. They partnered with Philips.
So I hope they didn't make the same sales mistake. Clearly they didn't, because they sold 2 million units. So Tyler, that's why we have video games today.
Trying to see if there's any games here I recognize for this.
Probably not. Just put it down.
No, there's one.
Okay, what's the one?
Alien Invaders.
Okay, that must have been a license, because that came out on Atari too. Actually, that was Space Invaders. Space Invaders was an asteroid. But that's it, Tyler. That is the history.
There's not a whole lot after this.
Yep, that is the history of Magnavox Odyssey.
The true number one console to ever come out.
The true number one console. So, Tyler, you got any thoughts on that?
I mean, it's interesting because a lot of people. It's good to know, because people would automatically assume that the Atari is the first to do it with Pong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I did until today. I didn't even know about the Odyssey.
Yep, there you go. I knew about it.
I had no clue.
It's just never really talked about.
I mean, for good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it deserves to be talked about, but like.
And that's what we're talking about.
There's just a lot more.
There is.
You can definitely see why the Atari took off more than the Odyssey. It saw the Odyssey and like we'll just do that, but better. And that's basically what
That's
happened.
what they did.
And then Nintendo probably remembered. Remember that gun model we made for that Odyssey? What if we did the same thing for us, but made our own, made it for our own console? And then once Nintendo made their first console, it was over from there.
It was over. But that's how we like to do it here on Retrobit Unplugged. So,
how much time? What are we at?
About 35 minutes.
Okay, we're early, so I'm bringing this up. Did you see that Lego Game Boy today?
I did.
I remembered earlier.
I'm a little disappointed.
Why? It looked cool to me.
It's amazing. I hope they bring more games and screens that you can put on the back.
Okay,
I hope you can.
fair.
I hope you can buy DLC packs for your Lego Nintendo.
So this is the one thing I didn't see. Is it a working, functionable Game Boy, or is it just like a screen that plays?
It's just a screen that you pop out.
Okay,
because
the one I saw today was like the screen was actually moving and playing stuff.
I'll have to check that out.
That's what I saw. I was like, oh, okay, so you can like you can like play a game on this, but I guess that would have been.
We'll have to fact check before we tell our listeners.
Yeah, because I'm only, but like they have like.
Yeah, those are fake. They're plastic. Like they don't play games.
Oh, that would have been sick if they could though.
Right. But yeah,
that would have been insane. Oh yeah, no. It's just
yeah.
It's kind of like the Odyssey screen. You just gotta stick with.
I see what you did there. Well, thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoyed the history.
We're gonna finish up our wrestling game next one.
Possibly.
No, not possibly. I think we are.
We'll see. I'm trying to cook up something in the kitchen, so we'll see.
You're cooking up, but you're not running stuff by me. I thought we were a team here.
Oh, we're a team. You already know about this. Well, with that,
obviously I don't. If I'm sitting here saying you're cooking up without me,
you just forgot, just like the Magnavox Odyssey.
Wow.
And on that terrible news, we hope you enjoyed this episode and the history. Please, if you've made it this far, subscribe to all of our channels. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Amazon Music, Spotify. Definitely like it for Tyler's face, not mine. And thank you, Wrong hand. And Tyler, we
shout out Justin Verlander for his first win.
One last shout out. We hope you keep it real.